This is Life, Liberty, Happiness with Brian Schley and Trent Warner. Real talk, real freedom.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Life, Liberty, Happiness. I'm your host, Brian Schley. Welcome to the Counts Realty and Auction Group Towers here in beautiful Bedford, Virginia. Check out the latest auctions at countauctions.com. It's hard for me to say sometimes, but thank you also to David Honaker at State Farm, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Make sure you visit us on YouTube, search at LLH_podcast, and hit the subscribe button. Also, check us out on Facebook, Instagram. Like us, follow us. We love when you stalk us. Live in the studio today, Mr. Trent Warner.
Howdy.
And behind the screen, Logan. We have a guest. We have a guest, Logan Orange, pushing buttons.
I got to say, that's the smoothest live that we've had open up in weeks.
Is it live?
Yeah, Emma's probably listening now.
I haven't seen the live button yet.
It should be live.
It is live.
Oh, you know what? I hadn't gone in. My bad. I'm a little slow today.
By the way, are you saying count auction or counts auction? It sounded like you said count.
Counts auction.
Counts.
It's countauction.com.
Right. Before you said it like that, remember the Dracula?
I did.
Count
I'm dyslexic,
Dracula?
I think, because I moved the S.
One.
COUNTSAUCTION.com. Check out their latest. By the way, they got one coming up right off of Leesville Road auction. I think I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, it's a badass little piece of property.
Yes, it is.
A lot of development going on around it.
Make sure you check that out.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've got Logan back there pushing buttons. By the way, I just want to say this. I have a newfound, respect for directors and producers.
Oh.
I watched a behind the scenes of a NASCAR or an Indy 500 of the producer in the truck. No way in hell. I hear some feedback though. Can we fix that?
I don't hear anything. Turn your little things down.
I've got something in my ear.
Is it? Are you watching something?
No.
Watching something?
I don't know.
Y'all honestly don't hear that.
I don't hear anything.
I don't,
I hear the train.
no, I don't hear it now.
Oh, it could have been my phone was up.
Oh.
This month.
I thought I had done something wrong.
Rabbit ears.
Don't assume instantly you've done something wrong. Around this crowd.
Anyway,
it's not true.
Like, in all seriousness, you should Google it and look at it. It is the most difficult thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, the dude is standing up with his headset, and he's got all those cameras in front of him, and he's going, camera 1. All right, now let's fade. Camera 2, catch him at camera 3. And it's 500 miles of this. Nonstop. Behind the scenes, he's back. He's like telling the lady, all right, we're going to go to commercial. And we come out of commercial, we're going to do like an instant replay. And I'm like, screw all that, man. My nerves would be shot after lap 2.
Not a tough job.
Yeah, I know. You're just great at everything. Excuse me.
Well, go out there and pave some road in the summertime. That's a tough job.
Yes.
Dirty Jobs is not going to his.
No.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Backwards and forwards.
I'm here for all the sound effects in case he misses it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Getting closer
Yes.
on the renovations coming to an end. If I don't kill everybody.
Just got to be patient.
I'm trying to be
Just
patient.
be patient.
But I think Ashley has found, like Logan can tell you, I'm pretty hard. Well, hell, you've been around me my whole life. I'm pretty hard to rattle. I'm pretty even keel. You've knocked a cup of coffee out of my hand and found the bad
It's
side.
instantly what I thought about in my life. You did punch me.
Man, Ashley has found a button with me when it comes to renovations.
Uh-oh.
It's like I can't do anything about it. So, I mean, why
Right.
do anything?
No, I have that philosophy in life.
So, yeah, but we're there. It's
Good. What you got left?
Scheduled.
How much you got left? What do you think?
All right, so the
Done.
shower is done.
Good.
So I got to put the trim kit in, and then finish painting, and move in the vanity and put the toilet in.
So the bathroom's not done. The shower is done.
Yes.
Bathroom's still got to do. Okay.
Correct.
Was that 3 more weeks?
No, I should be able to get to that this weekend. When I'm not waiting on other people, I can get it done.
Yeah.
What? Well, girl, silence all of a sudden.
Waiting to hear it.
The kitchen cabinets are supposed to be here tomorrow.
Good.
Let's see. And of course, they started paving on my street. I'm like, watch them end up paving my freaking road because
That would be awesome that Bart did that on purpose so that you can't
yeah.
get your deadline.
So anyway, we worked a little bit painting and doing stuff like that. Caitlin actually came over and painted this weekend, like literally the whole weekend.
Good for you, Caitlin.
Yeah, she helped out. So anyway, we did that Sunday church, which was nice. And watched. I literally spent all day. For the first time, I always love to catch a little bit of the F1 race and catch a little bit of the Indy 500 and then watch the Coca-Cola 600. That's kind of been my, not this time. Dude, I was glued to the Indy 500.
I was the same way.
Finish. It was riveting to me. And then scooted over to the neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
So you had hurt your back
Yeah.
until you were standing last week.
Yes.
So the neighbors wanted to borrow a pop-up tent, so I had one down here in the shop. Turns out we didn't need it, but I went to put it in the back of the truck, and it's one of those things where you're sliding it forward, and it got caught on the fifth wheel hitch, and immediately stopped. But I'm still trying to push, dude, right through my back, through the legs, straight to my knees. You know,
The old sciatic.
oh my God, it hurt, and so. But I did get over to see the neighbors.
You know they call that karma.
Yeah, I thought of you immediately. And so I didn't get to stay as long as I wanted to, but it was our neighbor's son, Jake, graduated. And will be attending JMU.
Awesome.
My first quick memory of Jake when we moved in. We didn't know anybody. We're moving in that house. You were there to help move in.
I'm sure I moved a lot.
And Jake was in the driveway. He's a little kid. And he's like, hey, you must be our new neighbors. I got diarrhea. I just remember our neighbors like, what?
I got a story like that. You remember Phil Banton?
Yeah.
Okay, we worked together, and he was like my first friend in Lynchburg at the time. And so he invited me over to his house. And I probably only lived here less than 6 months. And no, it wasn't his house. I think we went to lunch together, and his wife of the time brought their little girl, and she said, "Hi, my daddy slammed my finger in the door."
Kids don't hold back, man. They're the best.
Yeah,
All
like,
right.
he had done it on purpose.
How was your weekend?
Good. We did get Finn graduated
Nice.
on Sunday. His parents came, his grandparents, and on both sides, in-laws and Marty's side, came in on Friday, had a kick-ass party Friday night, and then had to get up early on Saturday to get to graduation, and had a good graduation.
I have a legitimate question.
Yeah.
And I'm this is not a joke. I'm dead serious. I saw his graduation. Stop looking at me like that.
No, I never
saw
know
his
what's coming out of your
graduation.
mouth. I literally have it on. I'm so scared most of the time that you're going to get me in trouble or something. And
I shouldn't.
I know, but you do. And she watches the show. Like, she literally will have
All right,
it
well,
on-
then we won't ask.
No, you got to ask now.
All right,
because
so-
now it's even worse.
His name come up on the screen. And I'm trying to figure out how you get Finn out of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a great
legitimate
question. That is a great question. And Marty even said, I'll bet you the people in your class had no idea who's graduating.
I did. I looked up there and I was like, well, I know Finn is that one, but his name's wrong.
Yeah, so his son will be named Sess or Sace.
So it does have to do with the fifth.
So
Okay.
your
I
Benjamin.
figured that out. Nice.
Daggone. I just forgot his middle name.
Ashley.
I was going to say that, but it didn't sound right because we talk about Ashley. Benjamin Ashby or Ashley?
I think it was Ashley.
Okay. Weathers,
Yeah.
the fifth. And because he's the fifth, he went by Finn.
Finn. Okay.
And that was just a thing. And
makes
he went
sense.
by Finn forever. So he's Finn.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, congratulations, Finn.
Yeah.
And he will be attending
He's going to Roanoke College.
Roanoke College. Nice.
So, yep.
Have you met any
me-
person?
Let me check to see if I got a text.
Have you met a kid graduating who's not going to college that's not welding? It seems like every kid that's not attending college is getting a welding certificate. And
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, eventually, I mean, there is a million trades out here that we desperately need people in.
Yeah. I mean, welding's one of them.
No, I know that, but it just seems
If
to
you
me
can go
like
to
that's what
shipyards,
they're-
I have heard that it's a great place to go to naval shipyards.
But
go through
what
the
I'm saying is, I feel like that the high school is just pushing that
Yeah.
like crazy.
Yeah.
Because I know that the welding, I know that the welding at CVCC doesn't qualify for a lot of the specific welding positions that we're looking for, or that the industry's looking for. So I'm curious to see if there'll be some changes made there.
So the text I got actually was Carolina Kevin's garden. And he's got 4 ginormous cucumbers already. I mean, look at that damn thing.
Oh Lord, that dude's. We haven't even planted yet at the river, have we?
No, we have not.
Yeah,
But I mean, that's actually not unheard of.
Right.
Honestly.
yeah.
It frosts in June up there.
All right, this weekend I may slip up to Pulaski for a race.
Oh, cool.
I think I might try.
Hey, text me because I think this weekend we don't have real plans. I've got an office reset that we're supposed to do this weekend. So today I moved furniture, believe it or not. Oh my God, my back. Thank God for Marty's boys. Oh my God. That furniture was like furniture that was built in the 70s, I guess, maybe 60s, but it is solid. Oh gosh, it was all we could do to move that stuff.
This was at your work?
At the office.
Wow.
Yeah, so we got carpet coming in tomorrow.
Oh, okay, good.
You notice I did all that, and it wasn't a 3-week bitch session on this show about all the work and coordination that I had to do. But go ahead.
You're not doing it at your house.
I know, man. I'm just having fun.
Logan, did you do anything?
Worked around the house.
Sounds
Shit.
Sounds good.
Did you just cuss?
No, did you get the dog pen done?
I got it cleaned out and the stall in the barn, but I still got to build the fence for the new fence for the pigs and goats.
Oh my God, Caitlin, did you see any of the video last week that I have of Logan?
No,
You have to watch last week's show. I've got a video of Logan with pigs, a parrot, and a chicken.
I do got a legitimate question. Why do goats all like to be on roofs?
Yeah.
Like every TikTok is a goat on a roof.
You ever seen that black guy that gets mad at his goat that's up on top of the house?
Yeah.
Can't get him down
I
off.
wanted to have him this week as my TikTok thing.
Oh,
but
yeah, you got to find that guy.
I know.
He's great. I haven't seen him in a while.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
But Steve
just
said
always
that
do, yeah.
Steve said it had something to do with goats coming from the mountains.
Yeah.
They want to be at the
Oh,
highest
that's
peak.
true. Oh, that's I got
Never
that,
thought of that.
I got that on my drama.
Okay, cool. All right, well, let's move on
Move on.
to this day in history.
This day in history.
All right, I found this one to be, I still am a huge Ronald Reagan fan. In 1981
Yeah.
at the Hilton, I remember it. I was young tyke, but I still do remember it.
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan was shot.
Yeah.
He was shot by John Hinckley Jr. Reagan was rushed to a nearby hospital where they thought he was just sore from where they threw him in the Mr. Beast or whatever it was called, the
limo.
limo. But then after examining him, they found a bullet wound, and he damn near died.
Yeah.
It was close.
Yeah.
Get this, I didn't know this till I was researching this. Hinckley was never convicted. He was found innocent due to
Insanity.
yeah.
He had an insanity plea.
But that's all. I don't know where I settled.
And do you remember he got out of jail?
Yes. So get this. He has his own YouTube channel now,
Oh, I thought he was dead.
and he's making money off of this.
He's still alive?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that.
He has a book out and writes music on all this stuff. But what I didn't know was how close his father was to George Bush. And of course, it said, there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. And I'm like, dude, it's not a far stretch here.
I mean, you know what department he
was
led.
kind of head of the CIA.
Right, exactly.
So anyway, that's what I had for this day in history.
Well, the streak continues. I've got better history. 1961, JFK announced that we will land a man on the moon before the end of the decade.
9 years later,
9 years later, when they made it to the moon.
allegedly.
And he was dead. But isn't it cool that we had leadership that once said we're going to do things and we do them?
Yes, you and I talk about it all the time. Like we see the Hoover Dam and we go, where is that ingenuity now?
Yeah. And by the way, we said this last week with Bill Clinton. If JFK was alive today and he looked at the policies that Trump is getting done,
Yes.
and he would look at his party that is trying to stop Trump, he wouldn't recognize the Democratic Party at all.
No chance.
Yeah. What in the world?
It's awful.
Yep.
All right, moving on to drama.
Dong, dong.
It would be seamless if you'd learn how to cut his mic. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, I did watch Jack Ryan's Ghost War.
Oh, good movie?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're going to turn into like the Jason Bourne things.
Huh.
I like them. I thought they were pretty good.
Cool.
I'm sure Barbara, does she watch? Is your mom still a cable subscriber?
Yes, they have Cox, but they also have apps too.
Okay.
They have everything. I was like, they must have a $600 bill.
I'm in the process of getting my mom towards the streaming, and do you know how difficult this is?
Oh, yeah.
It's not for her so much.
Yes.
Is it she's tired of going in there and trying to show Pop how to do it or whoever
Oh,
else
God.
is out of the house, and it's just
Yep. So, would you recommend Jack Ryan?
Yes, I would definitely. I'm a big fan of his stuff anyway.
That actor I love.
Yes, and he's terrific in this as well. Yeah, I would watch it.
Do you remember him in 13 Hours?
Great.
Gosh, it was so good.
That's when I realized I was like, dude, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
Like it's not just The Office. So, and then the Dutton Ranch, we were definitely hooked on that. That's phenomenal.
I think Marty and I are talking about that. Might be the next one we go to.
Yeah, you might want to wait till it gets a couple of episodes.
Oh, you're exactly right. No, I'm going to wait. There's no way. I'm so mad about Friends and Neighbors that now I have to wait
waiting
another
a
one.
week. Yeah.
Was this the last one of Friends and Neighbors? Neighbors and Friends, whatever it is?
I don't know. I need to get caught up because I'm a week behind.
Oh, it's back to being a great
Okay.
episode again. It went right back to a good one.
I left off where they were at his getaway, like some New York apartment.
Oh, yeah, that was really good. Wasn't it cool how they took the old house, and I know it's CGI, but they took a house in the Hamptons and they retroed it from old to new when they were in.
I'm just when they got there, so I haven't watched that whole episode.
Oh, okay.
I'm just where they were there.
Yeah.
And it was a little strange. I'm trying to remember.
Ash or
The main character. I still
John
struggle
Hamm.
with the names.
John Hamm.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
He was there.
So cool.
And then like him and that's right, the manager guy, they started talking money. That's where I left off.
That's my favorite character.
Yes,
I
think-
love the manager.
Yeah.
He's such a down to earth dude, and
He reminds
the stresses
me-
he has are great.
Yes. His wife wanted to go
Yeah.
on the trip or something.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway.
Yep. That's really well done.
All right.
For me, okay, so I just looked up his name here. Trey Nesbitt was who I played a few weeks back when you let me do like once out of 6 weeks I get to talk about my TikTok. Jesus. You know?
You have the same amount as I do.
So it's your segment, and you told us all that. But that guy that I played that recommends movies, I'm now dedicated to. I will literally
I
go.
like that.
I literally go to his site to see what he says about a show.
Right.
These three things. Well, the third one he did mention, but it was because of Riley. But the claw.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to give you this in a wrestling move, and I want you to tell me if you remember this, or were you too young?
Oh yeah.
The Claw. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
But I remember the Russian guy doing that. He was called the Russian Bear, the Rusky, whatever he was.
Yeah.
Well, the Von Erichs.
Yes.
Okay, they were the Von Erichs, and it was like a family of Von Erichs, and their dad was the one that started the Claw.
Yeah.
And so he had boys. He had, I think, 4 boys, and they were all into wrestling. He brought them all into wrestling.
Okay.
But they had this jinx about their family. It was a curse because he had changed their name from Atkinson or something like that to Von Erich. And the Von Erich name was supposed to be, it really affected the actor. Is one of those famous actors that played a part, the wrestling guy. Obviously, he roided up for this part. It is so well done, and it's a true story.
Oh, wow. I need to watch that.
Yeah.
Because I like those little, there's so much about that stuff. I remember the Claw and like that whole group that came through there, Kabuki and the Assassins 1 and 2. Like named them 1 and 2. This is a whole group of. I was a WCW fan.
Yeah.
I think it was called something different then.
Well, this family they had a chain in Texas, and they were getting more and more popular.
Yeah.
Enough so that the big names would come down and wrestle you, and if you did well, they would bring you to the national, and ESPN started picking it up. And the Von Erich's son, now they have to choose which son gets to go wrestle, and they had Ric Flair in it. That was probably, the casting was great. The worst one was, come on, you're going to spend that much time in a movie, and you can't get a better Ric Flair. Like that's one of the most critical parts. But he had a small.
So this is a movie. This isn't a documentary. This is a movie.
It's a movie called The Claw. It's pretty good. It just makes you keep going, wow, God, how can your luck get any worse? It's just more and more. Trey Nesbitt says the Dark Wizard is the best documentary he's ever seen. And this is a guy that is on all the time about documentaries. And when you say this is the best documentary, okay, you're going to laugh at this. Because you know how you send me clips just to make me faint of heights?
Right.
That's what this documentary is.
I
4
can't.
episode about heights. And your heart will be in your throat, scared about this guy. And you know he dies. You know in the beginning he dies. But I didn't want to Google to find out how he died. I just kept wanting to watch the documentary to go, what does he do next? He must die at this one. He must die at this one. He keeps doing those Yosemite walls without a rope. I mean, no rope at all. And the guy is just this daredevil, and it's really, really well done. And the cinematography, dude.
And you do them?
It was hard for me to do it, but it was worth watching it. It was so. First off, I love having a big TV in the beauty of Yosemite Park, right? I mean, even though there's a guy hanging there 3,000 feet and he could drop at any minute, and I'm scared to death, I'm still trying to look past him because I won't look at him. But just the mountains behind him is it's unreal how beautiful it is. And it's crazy. So, and then the last one, Riley told me about Apex. Have you all seen Apex? It's got Charlize Theron, who's also very good to look at.
Yeah.
The best example I can give, there was a movie called Gravity when Sandra Bullock was in space. And from the beginning of that movie to the end, you were exhausted because your heart is like, oh my God. Well, because I told Riley about The Dark Wizard, she had said about Apex, which Trey Nesbitt said that was a great movie too. Fantastic movie.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. That was a long drama.
All right, moving on. TDS.
Moving on.
Today's TDS news headlines. ABC News. Joe Biden sues the Department of Justice to block release of audio recordings tied to special counsel probe.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
So, yeah, where are all the people?
Yeah.
This information should be out in the public.
Yeah. It's public information. We all need to know.
Dude, it's so
Justice for all.
It's so pitiful because this is the part. So I read a little bit of the article. This is the part where he was being investigated for releasing unclassified documents. Right after they went after Trump, they found out, oh crap.
Yeah.
So
That's
these
when,
are-
remember, he was in his Corvette in the garage, and
Yeah.
you could see the files in the garage.
and it wasn't staged like the
Yeah.
one at Trump,
Right.
Right? They
Where
put
they
his stuff in
sorted
there.
them
Yeah.
out, make it look like it was a bunch of them.
But no, this was apparently the audio recordings of his conversations with the guy that wrote his book that got him in trouble because he was feeding that guy classified information.
Yeah.
And these are damning audio recordings, which is why he does not want them out in public.
Wow.
NBC News.
No one's above the law.
Oh, yeah. John Cornyn, undone by past Trump misgivings after decades of loyalty to the party. Man.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, exactly. I love the way they write that headline. And we'll talk a little more about that in what's happening.
Yeah.
CBS News. Many Latino voters have turned away from Trump,
Wow.
but Democrats aren't necessarily winning them over either, a new poll finds. So, like your man Rush Limbaugh always taught us, just check out the source of the
Yeah.
poll.
Who did the poll?
Because I'm like, man, Latinos are leaving Trump? Why? I mean, what's he done to them?
Yeah. Run some of them to another country. Those don't vote for him.
Yes, correct. So I click on the poll,
Yeah.
and the first thing that comes up, it was done by a nonpartisan group. And the partisan group, or nonpartisan group, is the Unidos US, right?
Okay.
I guess is how you say it.
Yeah.
UNIDOS,
Right.
Unidos. Anyway,
Isn't that a channel?
so first thing I do is I'm like, all right, it says nonpartisan. First of all, you know what shocks me every time I look at these nonpartisan groups is how much money they have. Like, where do you get $70-some million?
Wow.
Right? I mean, what the hell? And it says civil rights activist.
USAID.
And I'm like, whatever. So I click on the CEO. And this, I just thought I would put this up so people can read it. Nonpartisan, eh?
Huh.
That's the CEO. Well, I'm pretty sure it says Democrat.
Wow.
If your CEO is a Democrat, it ain't a nonpartisan group.
Right.
So that's doing your polling.
Isn't it amazing? And I don't know if you said this or not, but how that they've already polled before the Republic, before Cornyn and
Yeah.
Paxton.
Yes.
They showed that the Democrat is beating both of them,
Yeah.
but they haven't settled who's going to win. Why are you doing a poll? You're just trying to give them the head start. Have you noticed that never is a poll showing the Republican leading early?
No.
Have you ever noticed
when have
that?
you ever seen that?
Never. When is
Right.
it? I have never, ever seen a Republican lead in a poll early.
What's-
But miraculously, in the last week, it's within the percentages of the poll.
And Van Jones again. I don't know if do you have his clip from CNN coming up?
I'm not using it today.
Okay, where he was like, this is the end of the world type.
Oh, yeah,
back
yeah.
on his.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, first of all, I was listening to the guy talk about how horrible this is to vote for a criminal. And I'm like he said, Texas is voting for a person that's been indicted, a person that has abused people. And I'm like, where did that come from?
Right,
I've
exactly.
never heard of him abusing people.
Yeah.
Him and his wife are going through a divorce.
Yeah.
Those are never nice.
Yeah.
But to my knowledge, she's not suing him for abuse.
I don't know.
And it's just
It's going to get nasty.
it's
You
the
know that.
Democrat Party. Yeah, but I'm just telling you. Personally, I think he wins by 10 points.
Oh, yeah. That's what I
Because
keep
you know
saying.
why? You know what they keep leaving out is he's currently the attorney general.
Yeah.
He beat them trying to impeach him.
Yeah.
He beat indictments and got reelected. You're forgetting all that stuff, saying,
He's a mini Trump.
right.
He's had to go through all the same
Exactly.
things. Yeah.
And he didn't just beat Cornyn.
Oh, it's like a drum.
Dude, it was almost 30 points.
Yeah, which was interesting to me because I thought, okay, how ridiculous is it that Cornyn won? And they're making it sound like that this runoff is going to be neck and neck because it looked like to me that those two were tied at 41%.
Yeah.
Then there was 13% with Wesley Hunt. And I was like, all 13% are going to go to Wesley Hunt. Well, it was more than that. I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
there might have been some underlings that also had run that I didn't
It
see.
was, but
But-
not that much.
But Cornyn lost.
Right.
Like Cornyn, obviously, that's how strong Trump. And I was thinking about this too. Has there ever been as strong an endorser as Trump
There's no way.
in history?
Because usually the endorsements don't pan out the way they hoped.
Yeah.
I remember Taylor Swift. She was going to swing things and it didn't happen and she's crying and it's like,
Yeah.
dude, nobody wants to hear from a singer.
And then like Obama, like they
Yeah.
kept saying the magic of Obama, but if you looked while Obama was president, he started losing and losing.
Bad
And
record.
Not only did he lose the House and
Yeah.
the Senate, but actually the state legislatures
Yeah.
started losing. So yeah, I'm not sure that anybody's ever done what he did. I think he's 100, or have you got this? He's 118 out of 118 choices.
Yeah, it was crazy like that.
His primary picks.
Yeah, he's on a roll.
Yeah,
And they keep trying to tell me that he's losing support.
I know. Come on,
I'm not buying it either.
right. Stop with your polls and keep trying to lecture me on what you think. All I know is every time. So remember how we were down a little bit because it was Virginia and New Jersey and wasn't there a third one? New York. I think it was New York. How they won and
Yeah.
the Democrats are on a roll.
Yeah.
Well, if you looked at the numbers, it's a lot more Republican votes than there are Democrat votes in those primaries.
Yeah.
The heat, the momentum right now, I think, is on the Republican side.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'd like to see this midterm turn out in our favor. I'd like to see
Yeah.
Trump actually get some stuff done.
I've got some that and have added about their leadership,
Yeah.
Democrats.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving on to our TikTok shout out.
Okay.
This gentleman, who is one of my favorite interviews on Sean Ryan's show,
Yeah.
learning his story, how he became the sheriff of Baghdad.
Yeah.
That's what SOB stands for.
Yep.
But he also has a tactical TikTok shop, maybe.
Yeah.
So anyway, I recommend going to SOB Tactical. I'm learning a lot watching his videos on how to shoot weapons.
Yeah.
He's very good at instructing. And obviously, he was a Delta Force guy. He kind of knows what he's talking about.
You see the pictures of him when he was younger?
Oh, my God.
I mean, how he didn't get killed in Iraq for them just knowing that that's like he goes undercover and still, dude, you're the biggest dude walking through here.
He talked about shooting a 50 caliber with one arm. Like, no. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, he was a beast.
All right, go ahead. Cut one.
This is the third that nobody talks about, is getting your good eye in line with the gun. What is your good eye? If I'm left-handed, right, this is my left hand. My good eye is my left eye. But look, right now, my nose is kind of neutral on the gun. And then look, all I got to do is turn 10 degrees. And I get my left eye more in line with the gun. As I get my left eye more in line with the gun, I'm not helping the good eye. The good eye is already good enough. But what I'm doing is I'm getting the other eye out of the equation of even being able to see the gun. And if my other eye can't see the gun, it will not interfere. This is when your vision clears up. Anytime you're shooting and you don't see the sights, and you're like, where are the sights? Get the good eye in line with the gun. For me, that's my left eye. Look. If you're right-handed, all you'd have to do is get your right eye in line with the gun. As soon as that happens, it negates the other eye from taking over. Vision's gonna clear up. You're gonna see the sights clearer than ever. If you see my eye chart, what I would call you is eye neutral, and that's why I would tell you to turn your head.
Dude, like I know some people probably think, whatever. I'm just telling you, I have struggled with my whole life with people going, I don't understand why you close your eye. You always close one eye when I shoot because it's hard for me without doing that. But, you know, I watch your father and some of Uncle Perry and some of those shoot. And, dude, they're literally not only watching both eyes, but they're seeing the bullet hit the target, which is fascinating to me. And I'm watching these videos more and more and learning how that's happening. That makes all the sense in the world, getting rid of the other eye without having to close it and the focus. So I can't wait to start shooting more.
Yeah.
I enjoy that stuff. I used to hate going to the river because I was embarrassed because they would start talking caliber this and caliber that. And I'm like, I don't know the difference between a 30-06 and a 30-30 and none of that crap. And, you know, they would look at me and like, what do you carry? Nothing. You know, and I don't grains of bullets.
Yeah. I'm not into it big time. I mean, I know what I'm shooting and I know a little bit about it, but I mean, come on. I hunt 5 times in a year.
Logan had a nice purchase this year or last week, I think.
Yes, actually.
What'd you get?
I got a 308.
Oh,
Yep. AR-10.
It's not a blackout. What's a blackout mean?
It's a 300 blackout. Is
Okay.
What you're talking about. But yeah, I got a 308 fluted barrel built by Big Boys Guns.
Yeah. That place is nice. If you ever riding up towards Roanoke, it's that red sort of roof building on the left as you're coming past Cullen? No. What's that area called? It's got the little, used to have a Tasty Freeze at the top of the hill, and you're going down the hill. It's on the left before you get to the rock quarry.
okay.
Anyway, that was our TikTok shout out for SOB,
The Sheriff of Baghdad.
Sheriff of Baghdad. His story is phenomenal.
Really good. That's a great interview. You mentioned it before about on Sean Ryan. You're just riveted. In
I
fact,
was on the edge of
he's
my
the first one that brought me to Sean Ryan.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's just
That was the first
so
interview that made me
entertaining.
do it. Pete Hegseth is another good one.
Yeah. I just his story of, 'cause again, I didn't know the innards of the military, and when he talked about literally leaving one base to go to another base just for food, I was like, this happens? Like, this is, you know, pretty cool. And then that ends up with him doing a detail and finding the number 2 guy.
Yeah.
Just, it's amazing. All right, on to sports.
On the sports.
It's time for sports.
Oh, it's okay for you to do it.
It's my show.
Karma.
What's she look like?
Oh, shoot.
What?
No, go ahead.
With your good eye? Shortly, what was I going to say?
Yeah. After your picks.
Oh, shortly after making my picks last week,
yeah.
the unfortunate news came out that
Yeah.
Kyle Busch passed away.
That was crazy.
And dude, like it was fast.
Yeah.
Like literally, I woke up, I think Thursday morning, and I saw where Kyle Busch wasn't going to race because he was at the hospital for an undisclosed illness. And when I read that, I thought, oh, Kyle Busch will race. Like if he's got a cold,
I thought
homie's
the
going
same
to be.
thing.
And then I was like, you know, what could this possibly be? And I said, just my luck. Like that's how pitiful I am. I'm like, I pick a driver and he decides to go to the hospital. You know, I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't believe this. And then, you know, the news trickled out later on that he had passed away. And I'm like, what in the hell? Oh,
That was,
horrible.
yeah, really bad.
So I did have a replacement for him. It's not on your list probably, but Chris Lax texted me immediately, do you have a replacement? And I said, Zane Smith. So when Trent says you didn't, and I said, I've got a text to prove it, that it wasn't after the race had started.
Suarez.
No, I said Zane Smith. He did have
Yeah.
a top 10 though. I
That's
think.
the noise I made. I forgot to grab my notes and I didn't check
Oh.
the total points. So I'll have to get
That's
the update next week. I'm sorry.
And we'll talk a little more with Carolina Kevin when we're picking later. But
Yeah.
we'll start with the Indy 500. That was a race I was just, I don't know why I just, because like I said, I always highlight it, like I'll pop in and pop out. But I just decided, I guess it was my back was hurting. And I just said, you know what? I'm going to sit in the man cave and I'm going to watch it. And from the time they dropped the flag, like,
Before they dropped the flag. The Indy 500 is the best before they dropped the flag.
yeah,
It's like the Kentucky Derby.
it was cool to see Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Dude, Danica Patrick is top 10 right now.
Oh, yeah.
How she got hotter and hotter and hotter as the
Yes.
older she got.
Yeah.
But I mean, she is, I mean, and she's good at what she does too,
Yes.
by the way.
She knows the sport.
She's very good at that. And I was excited because Fox was doing it.
Yeah.
And usually it's not. Usually it's NBC. I think.
They started last year.
Oh, did they?
Remember, they got in trouble because, and I don't think they did it again this time. I meant to look and daggone it. You know, ABC for years and years and years, whenever the guy passed the line, they would always focus in. They would always show the guy crossing the line, and then they would show you the guy waving the flag. And Fox didn't do that last year, and they took some heat for it. And I don't remember them doing it again this year, but I never really thought about it because the ending was so good.
Yeah. Now, what was your thoughts on Buxton doing the play-by-play?
It was okay.
Yeah, I was right there with you. There were times during the broadcast I was like, dude, chill out. We don't need all that. The other two are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Love those two. And but I think what I was most impressed with was the passing. I loved how and that's what NASCAR misses so badly.
Well, I'm an IndyCar connoisseur, and I will say it was irritating to me because it was the old whole fuel mileage thing again. I mean, you can go 230, and what you'll notice in the race is and I do like the Indy shows you the speeds that they're doing, is because they kept going 212, 212, 212. I know they can go 225.
Yeah.
And then in the last 50 laps, which is usually what happens, the last 50 laps, you find out who actually has the car because they start getting up to 235.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. So that's the reason why they kept, like, in the old days of Indy, there would be just a couple cars that take off because they're so much faster than everybody else. All you have to do is be 5 miles an hour faster than somebody, and it doesn't take long, and you're a straightaway ahead. But in that whole race, if you notice, they kept doing the fish weave when they go down when the straightaway. In the old days, you wouldn't see any cars there. You would see maybe 2 or 3. And now it's the whole line of them because they just stayed behind each other the whole time. So that was a little frustrating for me. But it's good for TV.
I guess I thought it was neat because some of the names that they talked about, it kind of brought me to Talladega, where you kind of see Ricky Stenhouses and people you don't normally hear find their way to the front. And dude, I was so rooting for Connor Daly.
Oh yeah,
the crowd went.
You could hear the crowd.
Oh yes,
and they're a knowledgeable crowd.
Yes,
because if you really want to know the truth, it's hard to pick out a car in IndyCar. My mom says she doesn't like IndyCar because she can't tell who's the leading.
Correct.
She can't tell the colors.
I agree.
Well, the track knows.
Yes,
like when Connor Daly goes across, you could hear the whole track cheering.
Right.
They're so smart.
At some point in time, you have to ask yourself, how does Mike Shank do it? The car owner. Like, he doesn't race any other race.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because they talked about one-offs, like it's the only car that you
and yet he wins.
Yeah.
And it just amazes me that he has, and that's the thing that I think is interesting. He has full-time employees all year that only do this one race.
Wow.
He pays them all year. You make sure you have me cars. And he didn't have just one. He had 3 that could have won that race. The one of them, I think, wrecked, right? Had the same issue.
I didn't know who the teams were.
So Mike Shank Racing, it was the winner. And then the guy that was leading on going into the last lap was their other car.
Oh, yeah.
And those were the 2 battling.
Malukas or something like that?
No, the other car. Malukas passed that guy.
Okay.
To take the lead, and then him and the eventual winner.
By the way, they keep showing the finish. Did you see the finish for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th? I mean, 3rd, 4th, and 5th?
Unbelievable.
That was even closer than the winners.
Yeah.
That was just incredible.
The thing that I think people miss out on, that I picked up on because I've heard the announcers talk about how difficult it is to go all out on the outside. Like how dangerous that is. Homie did that on the whole last lap.
Yeah.
Like he just held it out. And I love the 2 teammates. Like that guy didn't back down.
What I thought was cool about it was they talked about him. He was supposed to win the pole.
Yes.
And he didn't get the pole, but he was the fastest car of the month of May. And that always is a big deal. Everybody talks about, well, he's been the fastest in the month of May because they do so much practicing. And it really did stand out that he really was the fastest car.
It was great.
Yeah.
I felt bad for Malukas.
Yeah.
Because
if he would have just kept going up, he would have won.
Yeah.
And instead he straightened it out. So
Pato, that's been Pato Award for the last couple of years. The homie just finished his 2nd, and it's just so sad.
I wish they had done a little bit better job of telling me that Malukas was the American.
I know. I didn't know that either.
Until the end, I was like, come on, that's the American we could have rooted for.
I know, because I was pulling for the guy that actually won.
But when you keep getting foreigners in the broadcast booth, they don't want to tell you that.
Yeah, Felix Rehnquist.
Yeah.
How do you say it? Rehnquist.
The guy that won?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Another foreigner. Finnish.
Anyway, I am becoming a bigger fan of the 500.
I love the 500. That's
Yeah.
my favorite race. If you ask me my favorite race of all any NASCAR, anything, it's the Indy 500.
That was, and it was packed. Like, they always say sold out, and you and I always laugh at that.
Yeah.
There was nowhere for you to be.
Well, it's 350,000 people. It will seat 400,000. So
That's
there's another.
nuts.
They have more. They've had more than what they said there. But still, 350,000. Name another sporting event that's got that. No. None of them. There isn't another one.
But you won't, that's it for Indy.
Yeah.
You better get them when you can, because
Yeah.
ain't nobody going to St. Pete to watch you race.
Yeah, exactly. But it is cool. And man, they did something this year. I think there's some cool things that they do all the time with tradition. That tradition is kind of touchy.
Yeah,
Changing tradition, people get really upset about.
that's right.
Like not showing the finish line when Fox did it last year. They didn't show them zoom in to the checkered flag. People get mad about varying from tradition. But this year, when they did that thing, the only thing I hated was Fox didn't catch the smoke of the American flag. I'd never seen that before. Had you ever seen that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They had the American flag. It was like a cloud. And,
was
but
crazy.
then they just showed the jets go by it, but they didn't have a good angle. I was like, how did y'all not know that? And the jets went right by that American flag, and the American flag was like a firework.
Usually, you and I have talked about this before. We're not big fans of pre-race,
Yeah.
but that is a
That one I
must-see.
can, because
Yeah.
the last half hour, by the way, is where I start watching. I like all the early stuff. It's like Kentucky Derby. I tune in
Sure.
to the early show, and then Indy 500 reminds me of the Kentucky Derby. That coverage I can watch. But I did see. Did you see how they made that cloud, the American flag cloud? It was TikTok showed me. It was a guy on the ground that made a TikTok of how they did it. Those were drones that exploded.
Oh, wow.
And they're all beside each other. And I didn't know what that grid is. There was like a grid of drones in the air. And I was like, what is that? And then all of a sudden that was the POW.
Oh,
And that's how they did it. I was like, that's a cool thing.
I'll be damned.
But how about when they do this, and I think they've done it for Daytona, or at least the July 4th one, when they take the helicopters and they go behind each other, the helicopters
Oh, yeah.
around the track,
Yeah.
above the cars,
Yeah.
and the fans are right there,
Yeah.
I would have chills
And
looking at that military
Gronkowski
helicopter.
was in one of them.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, and he's like strapped in. But they got another guy that's just hanging out the side of the helicopter. And dude, it was so cool.
One part we forgot about. How cool was, what's his name, being the driver of the
Oh, God, that was awesome.
Indiana football coach,
Signetti.
Signetti.
Yeah. And then they tried to talk to him, and he looked so focused.
Dude, he was.
He was doing 170.
That's crazy. Like, yeah, you know how fast that is.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Oh, by the way, during the race, I looked. You can do a driving experience at the Indy 500.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And you can do an Indy car. You can either do a regular car
Wow.
or you can do an Indy car. Yeah.
All right, so moving on to F1.
F you.
How bad did they screw up? I watched 10 minutes of it, and I'm like, Like, come on.
Yeah.
Did we know why they moved it?
I don't know how long they've been doing Monaco. That seems like a fairly recent thing. That they've been
Really?
doing.
I feel like that's been a long tradition.
I'm going to Google that because I don't remember thinking about Monaco, but that's Drive to Survive is like less than 5 years for me, right?
Okay.
So I don't know. I could ask that.
But, I mean, it just seems to me like that's the perfect setup.
Yeah.
You wake up early, you get the F1 race, and if you want a different race, that's fine, but choose Silverstone, you know?
Yeah. Something. It's almost like, did they choose Canada?
To be in the North American,
Yeah.
you know, that's pitiful then.
Yeah. No, I guess it's sort of cool. I thought later, it's sort of cool that Indy ends. You squeeze in Formula One, and then you got the Coca-Cola 600.
Okay, if you're going to do that, then
Yeah.
go to Vegas,
Yeah.
and I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'll watch those
Yeah.
three.
But I wondered if they think the fans is that too much watering down the fans. So I don't know.
All right, so moving on to NASCAR.
Yes.
And let me just say this. I found this out later. The truck race had got postponed to Sunday morning. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I did not.
Okay, so the truck race didn't happen until Sunday morning, and they timed it.
Oh, okay.
Instead of laps, they went off of time.
Mm-hmm.
And their reasoning is it had to end by noon
Yeah.
as to not interfere with coverage
Of the Indy.
of the Indy 500. But I agree with Dale Jr. Different net. I mean, it's the same network, but one's on Fox Sports 1. It's not like you were on Fox.
Yeah.
Okay, but are you really scared that somebody's going to stay on the truck race and miss the Indy 500?
Man, it's corporate. So, yeah, I bet it is. They got control over that. So
They do, but
Yeah.
good Lord, man.
Yeah.
And so the truck race was shaping up to be a phenomenal ending. And instead, we've got it ended under caution because time limit had come out. So
Yes.
the 600. What is your overall take on the 600?
I don't know why they do 600 miles, quite honestly.
I'm a traditionalist and I like it.
It's very long, and I do think if you're going to do it one time a year. It's an endurance race.
Yeah.
I do get that. So sometimes you can get somebody to win that not necessarily normally win. And there was a time when I can remember in my lifetime when cars would blow up
Yes.
between 500 and 600 miles because
That's
the engines were only built to go 500. That seems to be less and less of that.
And that is the thing. So we don't have the car fatigue that we used to have.
Yeah.
So is it necessary anymore?
I swear, it just seems like the luck anymore is rain.
Yeah.
They sort of skirted past.
I don't think
every
they made
race.
a bad call
No.
with Suarez. He took the gamble, and I said I would have been pissed if he had taken the gamble, and that's how it ended.
Yeah.
I mean, he had to endure a couple of restarts and maintain the lead to win it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't handed to him. Like he did win it.
Well, I got irritated.
Oh, you did? You would rather?
No, because I was wanting Denny Hamlin to win, and every time Denny Hamlin got right up to his bumper, all of a sudden lightning struck.
Oh, yeah.
Lightning strikes, and then the announcers say, well, we got to wait 30 minutes before we can ever go again, like we're at a baseball stadium or something. And damn, 10 minutes later, they're racing again. I'm like, okay, was that because of lightning, or was that because Denny was right behind him? So,
Well,
anyway.
I mean, Suarez won. The pre-race for this one, I was watching Carl Edwards and them talk, and I was okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they showed Bush's family, I thought, oh
man, that was tough.
I was okay. And then when I saw Samantha, I was shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, oh my God, she's there.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either.
And then Brexton, and I was just like, ugh, I couldn't take it was too much for me to watch.
How cool was it that Kyle Larson's son
Oh.
goes up to Brexton and
Yeah.
gives him a hug or
Yeah.
whatever? Like, it's all cool.
And I do like the new CEO of NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
I think he does seem like he gives a shit.
Yeah.
Like he does. And dude, that Richard Childress, I like what Kevin Harvick said. Richard didn't have to be there, but Richard's that man. He's gonna just he's been through some crap, man.
It's wild. Yeah.
Like I don't think people realize Earnhardt and him were not just boss and
Yeah.
racer. I mean, they were best friends, and so
Yeah.
to now lose Kyle, it's been rough on him. But
You think he wonders if he could lose Dylan?
I wonder where he's going to go from here. Like, does he get to the point where he's like, I'm done, man?
I mean, the rumor I hear is Austin is going to take over the whole thing.
Well, then we'll have another 25 years of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sports. We're done with the 600. Suarez went on to win that. Now, got Nashville coming up. Boring track.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
It's
it.
the super speedway, and it's just,
Okay.
yeah.
Is that one that's called a super speedway and it's not anything super speedway about it?
Correct, because
Like-
it's flat. It's
If you're not at Atlanta, Daytona, or Talladega, you can't be a super speedway.
I would say it probably for you, it's probably like the old Sonoma. track.
When's that?
Not Sonoma, Fontana.
Oh, okay.
Whatever that one was that they tore down. Auto Club
Michigan,
Speedway.
Chicago. Chicagoland.
Yeah. But we'll have picks on that coming up a little later on.
Okay.
The hockey. I have been watching that. The Hurricanes. They had another thriller. Most of their games have been overtime, and they've been phenomenal. But they lead the series 2-1.
Cool.
And they will face the Vegas Knights, who swept. Who did they? Minnesota Wild or something team like that, I think. So that we'll keep rooting for the Hurricanes. I think they play again tonight, which is crazy. Those hockey players are nuts, man.
Yeah.
OKC won last night to go up 3-2 on the Spurs.
Yep.
They will face the Knicks.
Knicks just feel like one of those teams that shouldn't be in a final. That's in a final.
That's crazy because Reggie Miller last night said
Of course.
that the Knicks would kill any team that makes it.
Go ahead and promote the event that you televise, but be real. Nobody really thinks the Knicks going to beat OKC.
I don't think so either. But I'm also a skeptic on Wemby, so I just think he's wimpy.
That's crazy.
Dude,
I know you keep
tough.
saying that, but he didn't go in the middle last night. They get a little physical when he starts jacking threes.
I tell you what, they sure beat the hell out of him, though.
What do you mean? At home?
No, I'm saying he gets
Oh, yeah.
beat the hell out of him. Reminds me of the Shaq days.
Yeah. Come in the middle with Charles Oakley. See what happens. Remember those days of the Knicks of how mean they were?
Oh, yeah.
All right. That is sports, and sports is brought to you by.
Need insurance in Bedford? I'm David Honecker, your local State Farm agent. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we've got you covered with personalized service and great rates. Let us help you protect what matters most with the reliability and trust of State Farm. Call us today at 540-586-8194 or visit our office that is conveniently located at 1232 East Lynchburg Salem Turnpike in Bedford, right beside the Walmart. We are your go-to State Farm agent. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call us today.
It's time for news.
All right. Last night, big elections, Trent.
Yeah.
Primary in Texas, right?
Yep.
Is it Bill Paxton? No. What's his first name? Paxton.
Ken.
Ken Paxton, yeah. He is the current Attorney General of Texas, and he was running against the old rhino, Cornyn.
Yeah.
And I saw where, before the election yesterday, I saw where Murkowski was out there campaigning with Cornyn, telling everybody,
Oh.
how if you choose Paxton, we're going to lose to the Dems, right?
Yes.
And so I was wondering, what is her deal, right?
Yeah.
Like, why? First of all, if you're Cornyn, you don't bring a rhino
No.
to help.
Texas. Yeah. You just stay up there. Is she from Maine?
She's Alaska.
Alaska.
And dude, it hit home once I researched it. She's the one. Remember you said, isn't she one? Because you said something about her. Like, Alaska does that weird top three. No, she actually lost her primary.
Yeah.
And so she got Cornyn and the rhinos to come to Alaska, and she was a write-in and won.
Do you remember who she beat?
Oh, who was it? It was Sarah Palin, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I mean, just get them out.
Yeah.
And by the way, I got a quick list, Trent, and you'll appreciate this. These are the current people who will not be back.
Oh, that's incredible.
All right, you ready for this?
Yes.
Al Green,
Bye.
Jasmine Crockett,
Bye.
Dan Crenshaw, Eric Swalwell, Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, Jerry Nadler, Bill Cassidy, Thomas Massey, and John Cornyn.
Yeah.
Like, thank you.
Isn't it really cool to think about Trump and the people that impeached him, that he outlasted them all.
All of them.
There's all but one, I think, that's staying, and I can't remember who that person is. Maybe from Utah.
Here's what I'll say to the people who say we should have term limits. You do have term limits. They're called elections. If you can do that, get the people out that are supposedly untouchable.
Yeah.
None of this is possible without Donald Trump.
And just think about it. Donald Trump came down the elevator 10 years ago,
Yeah.
right? I mean, he got reelected in 2016.
Yeah.
I mean, got elected the first time in 2016.
Yeah.
He's only had 10 years at this. The dude has changed the Republican Party tremendously.
Oh, my God.
I mean, he's changed the country for the next 60 years.
It's been incredible. And
I'm
so
sorry,
thankful.
I was a little sidelined there. I was trying to get the answer to that Monaco Grand Prix.
Yes.
They did it for 20 years is
Okay.
what they were doing. So 2006 to 2025.
That's a pretty good run.
That's a good run. Yep.
All right. Dan Goldman. Remember him?
Dan
Dan Goldman was the prosecutor for the Dems when they impeached Trump the first time.
Okay.
And then he later became the congressman. He got paid for his efforts by becoming the New York congressman. And all he's done is try to get rid of Trump.
Okay.
All right. So he is down by 20 points heading into his primary. And I think that's this weekend. Man.
Nice. Yeah, we still got great elections to come up to follow.
Well, he's down to a socialist.
Yeah.
New York, man. What is New York doing?
Man, that whole Mamdani thing.
It's like they're all in on just socialism.
Have you got any clips about what he said yesterday about taking over housing?
Yeah, dude, I'm dead. We all knew this was going to happen.
All right, so you do have a clip?
I do. No, not of Mandali, but I saw the clip.
Yeah, yeah. So he's saying that for those of you landlords that aren't upkeeping your buildings,
Yeah.
we're going to take them over.
Yep.
Okay. You have instituted rent control for years and years and years,
Yep.
which means essentially you can't raise the rent.
Right.
They have rent controls. That's essentially what it is. So when the building starts dying down, you can't afford it. Now, you're allowed to sublease. So the people that are renting from you are actually making more money than you are because you're subleasing that guy's apartment. But the original guy can't increase his rent. What do you think he's going to do to his building?
Yeah. Dude, if anybody, I mean, if you're like, in all honesty, I used to laugh and I'd say, I used to make this statement. If somebody said they're from Florida, I'd tell them they were a liar. Because nobody moves out of Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not from Florida. Well, I mean, it's, dude, who the hell would want to be born and raised in New York right now?
So in that same math, just to carry that forward, when he says we're going to take over, essentially like they're going to improve the buildings, what pays for the improvement of the building? Taxes do.
Of course.
Right.
But you're not going to have them.
So you just balanced your budget that you just said. Not one thing have you said about cutting any of your expenses. You just got a bailout by the state. The state bails you out with what? Tax dollars. You're going the wrong direction.
Yeah.
But over the next 6 months, man, we got an election coming up. All the news is going to be about how they've improved these apartments for these people that are living there.
We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see.
Yep.
Well, let's just get one thing straight.
Yeah.
Even if it's dreadful and god awful, they will never, ever admit that they're wrong.
Oh, of course not.
I mean, we've got a little bit of that coming up here in just a minute.
All right.
Local news.
All right.
Don't forget the Republican Firehouse primary will be Saturday in Lynchburg to determine 3 out of the 10, I think, that are running, right?
Yeah. That's what's so wild to me.
Should be interesting.
I so want to say, do we do endorsements or do we just talk news? I mean,
I'll endorse. Who am I?
endorse or not endorse, whatever the word would be. If whatever we got to do to bring sanity back to city council,
Yeah.
bring sanity back. And I'll call it out. Marty Mischins,
Yeah.
I would probably vote on everything that he says he wants to vote for. I really would. I mean, I don't have a problem with the way he thinks, but his tactic and his bully mentality and his fighting with Chris Feraldi, it is annoying. It is sickening and it is gross. It's not a governing body.
Right.
I mean, some people think they're Donald Trump and walk around like they are, and you're not.
Yeah.
you got to get rid of that. Chris Feraldi got reelected, which also just helps. There's a TikTok going around that's gotten viral across the country that shows the Lynchburg City Council stuff. You know, Stephanie.
It's embarrassing. Yeah.
Stephanie.
Stephanie Reed singing.
Yeah. The singing part.
Yeah.
And her and Jeff Hagelson fighting. I just want to go back to something normal. We got Boswell, the Chris guy running. He seems like a normal dude.
Right.
Can we just get normal people in there?
I like the mayor.
Larry Taylor is fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Larry Taylor renovates houses.
Yeah.
What does he know about government and government budgets? But you know what? He's going to listen.
And he's going to represent.
And
yeah.
Right, exactly. I mean, I don't know. It's just got to get nicer. I mean, just get better. Right.
I agree with you 100,000%.
Yeah.
But liberals, talking on the other side about liberals, and they're never wrong. I found this clip. This is so California right now. LA is having their the primary coming up,
Yeah.
and so they're interviewing her, right? And the Pratt guy, who's by the way, they run as unaffiliated. Just stop. The guy asked her a question, and the Pratt guy's catching a little momentum, but listen to a liberal's answer. Go ahead.
So I have the relationships. I know how our government works. I think he could benefit by a basic civics course.
When you talked to Jake Tapper in 2023, you said that your goal was to
In street homelessness.
in LA by 2026. It's now 2026.
And we haven't ended it.
We have not ended it, and we're not close to ending it. How are you so off?
Well, basically, when I said that, it was at the beginning of my term. I am very committed to achieving that goal. I didn't anticipate some of the bureaucratic barriers.
This is the
So Trent, she said the bureaucratic barriers.
Yeah.
Aren't all the people that are in office her people?
Right.
I mean, all of them. There's no Republican up there, stopping her.
Exactly.
The barriers, what barriers are you talking about? Doesn't she sound like the old press secretary?
Yeah.
When you would ask, well, what is Joe Biden doing? Well, we're doing everything we can.
Yeah.
We're using all the tools in our toolbox.
I think it was cool that Pratt, answering that same question, said, let's arrest them. They're not homeless. They're actually drug addicts.
Correct.
We keep trying to call them homeless. They're drug addicts. Let's arrest the drug addicts. And then let's not let all the homeless get bussed in from other places. And when we're not feeding them and supporting them, guess where they're going to go? Seattle.
They don't go to D.C., do they?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
How long did it take him to clean up D.C.?
Month?
In all honesty,
month?
I'm asking you a serious question. If Karen Bass got on the phone and said, can you send the National Guards here and do to L.A. what you did,
Yeah.
how quick would it get done?
And wouldn't the people just be happy about it?
Yes, because they would be like, thank you, you're reelected.
Yeah.
Just for that,
It's
you're
like
reelected.
it's like the clip that we saw last week where the lady had a fountain that actually has water in it.
yeah, we
And-
can
and
actually enjoy our beautiful nation.
And they don't have drug addicts hanging out at the fountain or the
Unbelievable.
concrete pond.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving on. Oh God, this is unfortunately the younger people watch this kind of crap. So this is cut 3. This is Billie Eilish. Do you know who she is?
Billie Eilish.
She's a singer, right? Listen to her. I just want you to understand how stupid. Wait till you hear this. This is embarrassing.
Okay.
Go ahead. Cut 3.
To make cattle farms, to raise cows and kill them for people to eat. They used to chop down trees to make lots of room in any forest. And because that got outlawed, people start fires in forests.
But I mean, this is teaching your youth because people watch her and think, oh,
Can we be real about something right here? Let's be real. When you were in school, I don't know how to say this a politically correct way, so whatever it is. The weird kids, if you were, went to theater by and large, for the most part. I mean, there's some fantastic people that are good at it.
no, I'm right there with you.
But
Yes.
it was that group of them, right?
Yes.
Why do we listen to that group and their thoughts about leadership?
Dude.
Why do we turn to a singer or an actor at all? They're the last person that you should go to ask.
That's exactly right. And that, I remember Ronald Reagan saying that during the riots out in, was it Stanford or it was UCLA, I think. And the reporter said, you know, how are you going to bring in police and kick them out? And he's like, it started when you guys started interviewing the young ones who don't know no better.
Yeah, true.
Like, they don't know.
Yeah.
They have no clue what's going on. Oh, Lord. All right, moving on to the post of the week by an idiot.
Okay.
So this person posted a picture of the UFC ring that's being built on the White House lawn, right? And can you see what she wrote below? There's trashy, and then there's this. And if National Decline had a marketing department, it could not have done better.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, this is so bad. Well, Trent, hold my beer. This is what the last administration did on the White House lawn.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. The UFC fight, get that out. I mean, how trashy is that?
Right.
No, we had a pride rally.
Yeah.
With dude, do you remember
the transgenders with the breasts being
dancing
out
and the beards and the and the little kids that are on there. And I mean,
By the way, the White House in the past have had heavyweight fights before too. You know what I mean? It's a matter of pride. This is a celebration of 250 years. This is American. The people that are in those stands are American pride.
And I love when they interview Dana White. And Dana's talking about all the stuff that's going into this, right?
Yeah.
And he says, it's the little things that we have to figure out. And he's like, you got all of those lights. What are we going to do with all the bugs? Like, I mean, these are things that he said, I stay up at night going, how are we going to pull this off?
Yeah.
With, you know how it is. When the lights come on at night, you're going to have all these thousands of bugs and the fighters fighting. And he's like, I can't sleep. Like,
I saw him say that this is the hardest structural
I bet.
Structure to put up because I didn't know that there was that much elevation difference from the top end to the bottom end. So he's trying to build a stage. And still have fans to be able to see it. So it has become their biggest challenge. He said the number one challenge they've had before this was COVID, remember, because you had to try to put on fights with no one there.
That's right.
And build an arena. And this one, he said, is the hardest.
Well, I can't wait. It's going to be phenomenal. And by the way,
when is the fight?
Free.
When is the fight?
June. It's coming up.
Yeah.
Like, I want to say June 13th. Is that right, Logan?
And just to close the loop, I misspoke. It's Chris Boswell that's running for. He's one of the ones that's running for. He's the guy that does the mustache for kids.
Oh yeah.
In Lynchburg. So good guy.
All right, we'll move on.
It says June 14th.
June 14th. Yeah, that was a couple weeks. I love it. And then we got the World Cup coming up, right? Is that right? Is that this year?
Yeah.
I think so.
Seeing advertisements for it now.
All right. This week's Killed by an Immigrant. This one got me, man. Geraldo Amandor Martinez, a criminal illegal alien accused of murdering a 15-year-old boy. Trent.
Oh, my God.
He was, and he assaulted a minor female with a firearm after he raped their mother. He raped the mother, and then the boy was trying to stop it when he killed the boy in Moorhead, Kentucky. Luis Lopez was the poor kid that was murdered by Martinez when he was trying to protect his mother who was being raped.
Oh, my God. What ended up happening to him?
That is still to be determined. The gentleman came across the border in 2021 under the Biden administration. He had been caught twice, but was able to sneak in through the open borders policy of the Biden administration.
How about our police force, whichever one it would be, thanking Argentina for picking up 2 more Chilean gang members?
Yeah.
The ones that went through, and remember that rash for about a year and a half, 2 years of athletes getting their houses burglarized?
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
So it was a gang out of Chile.
I think Joe Burrow had one. Yeah.
And they were here on work visas. And they were out there, and it was whatever the mafia is from Argentina using Chilean gang members. And they were mapping out these athletes in their houses and their schedules, and they were following their routine. And then that's how they ended up trying to find it. And it ended up being just a police officer in Florida seeing a Tennessee tag and pulling over because the Tennessee tag was out of date or something. And he saw all the rope and all the burglary equipment, and that's how they ended up catching them. Yep.
Logan, do you remember when we used to go watch the Nats all the time, and they had a catcher? What's his name?
He went by the nickname of the Buffalo.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, he went home during the off season and was kidnapped
Yeah, I remember.
and held for ransom.
Yeah.
And I mean, legitimately held for ransom.
Yeah.
And apparently that's a thing.
They do it with soccer players.
Yeah. And I'm like, holy cow, man.
Wilson Ramos.
The Buffalo.
I do
Yep.
remember that.
I do remember that.
Did you do your post of the week about an idiot?
Yeah.
You just did it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. That was the picture of the UFC ring.
Yeah. Now on to win-win-win.
Why didn't I do my post of the week by the idiot? The POW. I didn't do mine.
I didn't know you had one.
I always have one. I just instantly, when you do yours, I look mine up. I didn't write it down.
Well, I mean, how is it?
I
If
was
it's
working.
not on the agenda, it doesn't exist.
We do it every week. So here's mine. Did you know that Donald Trump's son just married the daughter of Jeffrey Epstein's banker? Well, now you do. Dude, they keep trying to tie him to Epstein. Is ridiculous.
That is so stupid.
I guess that's why he would have got married to her, because she's Jeffrey Epstein's banker. And banker
So he
could
had
be
just-
he works for
one-
Charles Schwab. You know what I mean?
He had just one banker.
Exactly.
Seems kind of odd. All right. Go ahead. Win-win-win.
We're going to win, and we're going to make America great again.
Speaking of Don Jr. getting married,
Yeah.
go ahead. Cut 4.
Dum, 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 dum.
Attending your son's wedding this weekend, by the way?
He'd like me to go, but it's going to be just a small little private affair, and I'm going to try and make it. I'm in the midst. I said, this is not good timing for me. I have a thing called Iran and other things. That's one I can't win on. If I do attend, I get killed. If I don't attend, I get killed. By the fake news, of course, I'm talking about. No, but he's got a very person who I've known for a long time, and hopefully they're going to have a great marriage.
Homie didn't attend his son's wedding.
He was working out problems with Iran.
I can hear him now. Look, son, I'm not going to make it. Maybe you should have had the first one stick. I can hear him saying something like that.
Yeah.
Dad, you got no room to talk. All right, moving on to our Mount Rushmore.
What are we doing this week?
This Mount Rushmore this week was beers.
Ah, beers. How did we do that one? Why did we do that?
I think last week I had a clip of Schlitz malt liquor beer,
Oh, that's right.
and we decided to do beer. Chris tried to get us to switch it to all alcohol, but we refused, we being me.
Yeah.
And so this week it's beers.
Chris is getting a little big in his loafers.
Yeah.
Now he's trying to make it sound like he's more of a NASCAR expert than you are.
Yeah, well, we know when to ignore.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, I've got his list here for when we need it.
All right, you
Yep.
got that. I'll start.
Okay.
I'll go with Stella
Stella
Artois.
Yep. Marty loves that one.
Stella is good, and Coors Light.
Yep.
It's my old go-to silver bullet.
Yep.
Killian's.
That's made by Coors too, I think. But
I was a
do
big
they
fan
still
of
make it?
Killian's back in the day. I don't know. It's been so long
I've seen
since
them
I've drank
forever.
beer.
Yeah.
Michelob Ultra.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a beer drinker, but I do like a Ultra.
And Ultra's good.
And then my last would be Corona. I remember back in the day, Coronas were really good. And then all of a sudden, this Mexican beer came up. And I can't remember. It was comparable to Corona. It tasted a lot like it. Do you remember?
Dos Equis?
No, that's not it. Can't remember now. But I'll have to look it up. But anyway, Those are my Mount Rushmore.
Modelo?
Nope.
Okay. Chris's beers, his first one is Modelo, which, did you know that when Bud Light ruined their brand after Kid Rock, you remember they used the tranny? Bud Light used the tranny.
Yeah.
And then Kid Rock buried him.
Yes.
When he shot up all the Bud Lights that he had.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Modelo ended up becoming the #1 beer. Isn't that crazy? In America.
That's crazy.
Modelo Lights. And then he's got Michelob, Corona, Miller Lite, and Miller Genuine Draft. That was his list. I reached out to my friends to get their list, and get this. You always know who the craft beer fans are, right?
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Can't do a craft beer.
You gotta watch with that law. Well, no, I agree with you in some sense. Okay, so here's the list from Catherine. On a hot summer day, a Corona Premier, which I don't know what the difference between that and a Corona Light would be, and then she's got, for a favorite flavored beer, is Apocalypse. Do you ever go to Apocalypse? They got some really good stuff. A Screamsicle, and it does. It tastes like you're drinking something that's like a dreamsicle, something, or Mango Cart. Then her favorite with Mexican is a Dos Equis Amber. Favorite in winter is Sierra Nevada, IPA, or Sam Adams. And if she could only drink one beer forever, it would be a Michelob Ultra with a lime.
I could go for that.
And my response was, there's only 5 Mount Rushmores.
Easy.
She says, I gave you 5 categories. So, in mine, I'm not a beer drinker, man. I mean, I will drink beer, and there was a time I would hammer beer.
Yes.
And that was probably Coors Lights back in the day that I would do that. But, man, weight gain and feeling full.
Ugh.
I'm just not a big fan of the beer. I switched to something stronger where I can drink a few of those. And
A few.
Mick Ultra with a lime. I agree with that. So that's the order of mine. Number 2 would be Coors Light. I was trying to think, Miller Lite or Bud Light, what I would go for. And I think I'd do a Miller Lite.
Mm-hmm.
Bud Light didn't not make my list. And when Bud Light screwed up and Corona screwed up, and remember Coors Light was doing something kind of funny too, that I'd Googled what's the most American-made beer nationally, and Yuengling.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So there was a time I was drinking Yuengling Lights that I would buy those. And I just got on this one, and then my last one, Pabst Pickle Beer.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
It's really good.
It's not trying it, but I've heard about it.
So.
But tell me, has there ever been a more of a marketing genius than the Blue Mountains?
Fantastic.
I mean, whoever thought of it was a genius. And it's been around forever.
And how did they do it? I still don't know how you did it. You've got part of the can that turns blue.
Yeah, just the mountains.
Yeah.
And this is what I try to tell everybody when I was on council. People would always say to me, we don't have that here. It's Bedford. And I'm like, God, just for once in your life, Google outside of Bedford.
Yeah.
There's a life. Does anybody have a clue where Coors is brewed at? It's not a massive city.
Yeah.
It started just like Bill's here.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, it's huge.
Yeah.
And it's still made in that town.
I think about that with
Bush's Baked Beans in Tennessee.
Yeah. ESPN is in Bristol, Connecticut.
Bristol, Connecticut.
Yeah, that was a small town.
Right.
And they ended up with more satellite dishes than people.
Yeah. And it's like a campus. Like they didn't move. It's still there.
Mm-hmm. But I think like the pool now, I'm having this thing like pool day. It's hard for me to drink beer when it's hot. I mean, even a cold beer. Like when it's really hot. The Twisted Teas.
God, they're so good.
Those are so
But you
good.
can't. Like the sugar is. Oof.
Well, they make a light now.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, it's really good.
Shaking your head back there, Logan. We had at the Ocean Beach. Guess there's that.
Yeah.
And Logan had got him a 12-pack, I think it was. And anyway, he went to get a peach. Was it? And you're like, hey, who drank my peach? And I was like, I didn't do it. And I look over there and my mom's like, I got a little thirsty around midnight. She said, those things are good.
They are good. I like them. But I like the light version. It's half the calories of the other one.
Okay. I don't know that I've ever had them.
Yeah.
Man,
They even make a, what's the red, white, and blue, like the bomb. Remember the cherry bombs or the, what was the ice cream? Bomb Pops.
Bomb Pops.
Yeah. They make that a flavor. It's actually pretty good too.
Man. There's been so many good things like the Four Locos.
Yeah.
Those things will get you.
Oh, yeah. Tear me up.
Crushed.
And the White Claw. Dude, I can tear up some White Claws at the pool.
Back in the day, La Corettas, they had
the blue motorcycle.
The blue motorcycle that would.
Oh my God,
dude!
They would only give you two.
Oh,
the third one would kill you.
Yes.
Yeah.
They still have them.
Oh my God, they would absolutely demolish a person.
Yeah. That's where Dustin.
Oh yeah, I just remember going in.
His head got too heavy and he couldn't walk, and he just kept going faster and faster, and then ran his head into the wall.
Oh. Anyway. All right, moving on to
the best part of the show.
Well, no, not yet.
Does he have the cutoff? Oh no, the commercials.
We got to pay for it first.
Oh, okay. Yep. Good point.
Thank you to Counts Auction.
If you have the responsibility of managing the sale of a loved one's estate, please call the Counts Realty and Auction Group. Since 1963, they have been a trusted name and have helped thousands of families navigate estate and retirement sales with care and professionalism, ensuring your family gets maximum exposure and value. Whether it's your home, farm, vehicles, personal or investment property, you can trust the experts at the Counts Realty and Auction Group. Visit them at countsauction.com or call 1-800-780-2991.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine.
Dun, 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 dun. All right. Oh, speaking of Counts Auction and Realty. So you had mentioned that earlier about the bid that they have coming up on June 5th.
Yeah.
So that's at 19320 Leesville Road, and it is 2.8 acres. There's development all around it, but it's right now it's got a original home on it built in 1915, a barn and multiple outbuildings. There's public water. There is a new survey recorded, and if you want to register, you can register to bid on countsauction.com, and their bidding happens June 5th at noon, and you can do it online or on site.
Nice.
Yep. So, getting to the best part of the show. All right. So, what is one thing that we know that Trump, when a question is asked of him, you're going to get a straightforward answer.
Absolutely.
It's going to be an honest answer of what he believes, even at the time.
Yep.
Right? You could be proven wrong on something, but he's not going to sugarcoat, and never has he ever, to me, in my lifetime, could I remember him telling a story that would be, you know, how people behind him research that it's wrong or whatever. You know, they dig in and say, well, he was wrong on this fact or something like that. But it's not consciously lying.
Right.
All right. Do you remember how this dude lied at every turn? Cut 10.
My dad used to have an expression. He said, Joey, don't compare me to the Almighty, compare me to the alternative. The alternative is one of the reasons.
When did your dad say that? I want to know when he gave you that advice.
He gave me that advice a long look.
Okay, Daddy. Here it goes. Stuff his dad did
Well,
not
my
say.
dad had an expression. He said, Joey, it's not a question of succeeding whether you get knocked down. It's how quickly you get up. And he used to say, never explain and never complain. I'm sick of this stuff. But he used to have an expression. He said, Joey, and I think this is a core what you're talking about. A job's about a lot more than a paycheck. Silence, as my dad would remind me, silence is complicity. My dad used to say, at the end of the day, he says, when you sit at that table, do you have enough money to pay for everything you need? Oh, no. My dad used to have an expression. Family is the beginning, the middle, and the end. He used to have an expression. He'd say, you got to know how to know. You got to know how to know. My dad used to have an expression. He said, the only war worse than one that's intended is one that's unintended. My dad used to have an expression. He said, it's a lucky person, gets up in the morning, puts both feet in the floor, knows what they're about to do, and thinks it still matters. And my dad used to say,
he just go around quoting his
everybody
dad.
deserves just a little bit of breathing room. My dad used to say, you know, we just ought to give people ability to just be able to take a deep breath.
Huh.
My dad would say the American people, just given half a chance, have never, ever, 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 ever let the country down. My dad used to say, the greatest sin of all is the abuse of power. You know, my dad had an expression. He used to say, you know you're a success as a parent when you turn and look at your child and realize they turned out better than you.
Wow. How'd that
No
turn
one
out?
likes to pay taxes, I know. But my dad used to say it's a small price to live in this country. He used to say, Joey, I don't expect the government to solve my problems, but I sure in hell expect them to understand them.
All right.
Jesus.
Okay, I know you loved your dad. I love my dad. I might quote 3 things that my dad would have said.
Yeah,
you know, and none of them are these prophetic things that are like,
no,
this is the way you lead, son. I mean, I put all that up there because, you know, Trump loves his dad too. He might say that his dad taught him how to do real estate.
Oh, God. Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
God bless. What would Joe say? God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Even though he's still alive.
All right. Let's go. Okay. So this is the guy that you don't believe me. And I watched our last week's show.
There's no chance.
And you argue with me that he's not the same guy, but he's literally the same guy. They're the same person. And I see, don't discount that he can't win the Democratic nomination. All right. Listen to all the facts that this guy has to say. Cut 15.
This is Jim Crow 2.0. It's sick.
Jim Crow.
Stone cold racism in a scale I never thought I'd see in my lifetime. Never have seen in my lifetime. It's all happening. Bringing us back to a pre-1960s world. It's jaw-dropping what's happening. It was jaw-dropping what Governor Landry did. He suspended a primary election where tens of thousands of people had already voted. Why? To redistrict 2 districts to eliminate black representation. I can't believe that we're experiencing this. My parents talked to me about this. I said, well, thank God it's not going to happen on my lifetime. And it's happening in real time. Anti-woke is anti-black. All these attacks on DEI, it's anti-black. Level of racism is sick. Rewriting history, censoring historical fact. Number of African Americans have been eliminated from key positions and posts. The Pentagon and elsewhere, it's sick. It's happening in the United States of America in the open. And it needs to be called out. So forgive me for reacting this way. And I feel a deep responsibility to do something about this, and nothing to do with me as governor, just as a human being. This is not why our founding fathers lived and died. It was about the expansion of liberty, expansion of freedom, including more and more people. And we're seeing exactly the opposite take shape under this administration.
He's such an actor.
I know, but
my favorite thing that he did not too long ago, and we played it here, when he says the words, I'm not trying to impress you. I'm trying to impress upon you.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You get these little phraseologies.
I just can't.
Okay, first off, Jim Crow 2.0. Who's Jim Crow 1.0? What party brought Jim Crow into the whole lexicon, right? So he's just such a liar.
So I'm curious because we've talked about this. Like in Tennessee, they're redoing their congressional district, right?
Yeah.
They're saying they're losing the black representation.
Right.
Except for he's white.
Right.
And I'm curious about Louisiana. I don't know the answer to that. Watch both of them be white.
And I can't wait till the result is going to actually be who gets elected. And I'm understanding in Memphis that it's supposed to be a black woman Republican running. What if she wins?
Can't make this up.
But they won't say that. They won't say that the white guy ended up getting replaced by the black lady.
I think it was Facebook had the picture of Abigail Spanberger, the guy from Tennessee, the white liberal, and one other white liberal. and it said all 3 endorsed by the NAACP.
Yeah.
And then it showed Winsome Sears,
Yeah.
and it was like, did not support. And it's like, just
Come on.
stop
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah. So if you're going to endorse someone and say that it's not based on color, okay. But that's what we do.
Right.
It's not based on color. It's how you're going to represent me.
How does anti-woke become anti-black?
Yeah. That's what he said. And anti-woke, anti-DEI, that's anti-black. So he's the one that's the racist.
No, there's 1,000%.
Yep. All right. Dude, this will floor you. Listen to what this woman is. It's a little bit long. That's what she said. But listen to this. This is on PBS. She's obviously somewhat butchy. She's on the Democratic side, and she's going to tell you about what the Democrats and how they're losing, right?
You don't have to call it out.
Well, no, for those that are just listening, you can't see her. She's butchy.
Okay.
I mean, that's a real word.
Yeah.
Ain't bitchy. She's got both
bitchy.
letters.
I don't know about butchy.
Could be batchy.
She's a little thin to be butchy.
No, she's not. She's got the hair. She's butchy.
Okay.
So anyway, she's obviously not on the Republican side of things, but she's about to tell you what's going on with the Democrats. And I was floored by this. Take a listen to what she's got to say.
An autopsy or a look back on what went wrong is not going to be the reason Democrats win or don't win in 26 or 28. But I think what it highlighted is the growing frustration among party regulars, activists, about the head of the DNC. DNC has been having so much trouble raising money. They have been outraised by multiples of, I can't even tell you how many, by the RNC. And here's the thing, the throw weight, the financial throw weight of the party is not what it used to be. Back when I started doing this, they were everything. Now you have super PACs and billionaires that can fill that void. What the DNC and the RNC can do, though, that makes them very important, they set up the rules for how you get nominated to be your party's person to take the presidency. They set the dates for when we have primaries and which states go first. And they have the rules about the delegates. If voters within the Democratic sphere and the activists in that Democratic sphere don't trust the DNC to do this well, that is very dangerous going into 2028 if people within the Democratic Party are fighting amongst themselves about how the process works.
Okay.
She just told you.
They're
going to do it again.
Is she advocating for
Yes.
getting rid of, choosing
Yes.
the people's...
What she's trying to say is,
thought that's what I heard.
There's a balance there, that there's still an infighting going on about how to select.
Jesus.
Like, could they literally say Kamala is going to get chosen again?
But she started with,
yeah,
we're going to throw away the synopsis that
right, the autopsy. We don't want to really know.
We don't want to know that.
Right.
We want to handpick.
Yeah.
Which you and I have talked about. We feel like that's what the Republicans did.
Yeah. It was
for
the next
years.
person up, next man up,
Yes.
next man up, next man up.
We're all in on Bob Dole.
Yeah.
He has no business running for president.
John McCain.
Yep. That's our next guy.
Yep.
Right? And then Trump came along.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think who was it was Reince Priebus.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember Reince Priebus early on saying, we are not getting involved because who was their nominee? Do you remember?
Is it Jeb Bush?
Jeb Bush.
Yeah.
Hands down going to win it easily.
Yeah.
And I remember Reince pushing back saying, we're not getting involved.
Let the people choose.
And then the people chose, and all of a sudden it was, you did this on your watch.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll give him credit.
So she also alluded to, if you heard about what she's saying is the people, and I talked about this last week. If I was a Dem, like let's say I chose Dem as my party really early in life. And so that's what happens a lot. You choose early and you just feel like that's your team. So hell or high water, I'm going to stick with my team.
Yeah.
I would feel so frustrated that my leaders are Hakeem Jeffries.
Oh.
Chuck Schumer.
Yep.
Like, I've got the weakest people in the world. I've got Cory Booker out there. I've got the lady from Maryland, Pocahontas. I've got all these people, and I'm like, nobody is. I mean, Manchin, the guy from West Virginia.
Yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah.
We can't keep those people in our party, and they actually seem to be somewhat normal.
Yes.
And she alluded to it there that people are frustrated by the DNC leadership.
What I'm happy with is our party has said enough's enough.
Yeah.
We've gotten rid of our weak leadership.
Yeah.
Or at least we're in the process.
I'll tell you what, if you're Thune,
dude,
and you just saw Cornyn get tossed, maybe you ought to start passing some things.
You better listen to who just put out a press release, said that he's, remember the long-haired guy, Scott Presser?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He has put out a thing that he is headed to South Dakota to primary Thune.
Oh, wow. Good.
He said you have one or two choices. You either pass the SAVE Act before the election, or we're primarying you. And if you haven't learned your lesson, go on and think that.
I saw Tim Burchett say, Burchett. I saw him, the guy from Tennessee, say, well, dadgummit, yeah, they're going to pass it now, but they'll do it so soon that we can't really enact it before the election.
That is probably what Thune's doing.
And you know, Rush Limbaugh used to talk about that forever. Republicans don't want to lead.
No.
They like to stay in second place and just complain. And they just get their parties and go do that. So if nothing else, Trump has changed that for sure.
All right, what else?
Oh, God. This woman, tell me how you know this woman. I need to, Margaret Brennan. I swear she's done debates.
I think so.
Okay. When you see her, you'll recognize her. She's like on CBS, right? Listen to how she phrases this question. She's got 2 Medal of Honor winners.
Exactly who you're talking about.
She's got 2 Medal of Honor winners. This is one of those CBS Sunday shows. Listen, and this is talking about our 250th anniversary coming up, our birthday coming up. So it should be pride, right? She's got 2 people that represent our country. Listen to how they answer her question, but how she doesn't want to give in.
We are coming up on this 250th
like she's crying.
anniversary of
that's
the
her.
American experience. What specifically makes you optimistic? Because this country at times can feel dark these days. There's a lot of darkness. What makes you optimistic?
Well,
dude, she was
ultimately,
crying.
Because we're in Washington, D.C., and everything revolves around politics. We have to remember that politics aren't everything. American lives continue on. Children are born, children go to school, lives are achieved, dreams are achieved. This country is a great place. It's not politics. It's not just what's the news bites coming off of media. Ultimately, we continue forward as a country, continually imperfect, continually evolving forward, always trying to achieve a more perfect union.
This guy tries to make
That's
a
what's
better
important to
answer,
remember,
right?
what
Listen
we
to how
can
she
achieve
responds here.
aspirationally. No other place in history, time, or on this planet have ever gotten to where we are today. We need to be proud of that, and we need to remember that is what we stay focused on, what we can be.
What we can be, and the promise of it. What makes you optimistic?
What we can be.
It's so important to remember who we are as a country and take an opportunity to celebrate that and think about all the challenges that we've overcome, how far we've actually come. You know, I think if you frame it that way, you think very deeply about our trials and tribulations from beginning to today. We've made tremendous strides. Our country is, you know, we're a global superpower. Our economy is doing well. All those things are great. And take politics aside, out of this whole conversation. Be grateful for what you've got and the opportunities that it's provided for you.
That's good there.
And if you do that,
But you listen to 2 guys there. Obviously, they're Medal of Honor winners.
Yep.
They have this pride about them that even when she tries to down them and make it say doom and gloom, they won't take the bait.
No, you just did the story a couple of weeks ago about the bombing in Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah.
Look how far. I mean, stop saying dark times.
They can't help themselves. Do we have time for one more? Or we got the guy hanging like a loose tooth.
Hanging around like a loose tooth.
We can come back to it.
Dentures in the ice tray. It's Carolina Kevin. Oh, it's that guy again.
What up, Kevin?
I never gave up. I kept the faith. When I called in, I noticed I was not safe. I got cut off, but I called back in, and I started to grin when I was connected in. Woo! Lord nuts. Come through, boy. I didn't give up on it.
You got cut off because you were
You didn't
5
get cut
minutes
off.
early.
You just called early and you must have hung up because I didn't hang up.
No, I didn't hang. I called early because I wanted to give a trial. I wasn't going to put him on the spot on the very beginning.
You called early. I saw that it answered. And then
Good practice.
I got you.
Dude, while we were hitting the
Yes.
Appreciate that.
There you see, I'm always looking out above. Always.
Hey, I also got pictures of Roma tomatoes. You're already getting tomatoes?
Yes, sir.
Crazy. Squash, zucchini, cucumbers.
That's it, my friend.
Tomatoes.
Hey,
Chicken, tomatoes, all jaws, you name it.
Hey, what's the cages that you've got? It looks like beans underneath them, but the cages are like a half moon shape over top of your beans. It looks like beans.
That's a trellis for my cucumbers.
Oh, okay.
They'll start growing up, then you just walk underneath and pick the cucumbers off of the vine.
Yep. My cucumbers are climbing my little trellis too. It's kind of cool.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Do you have little cucumbers or big ones?
I don't have any cucumbers yet.
Marty?
I started late. Got a good crook neck squash.
So how's everybody doing up there in the Berg and Bedford and everywhere else?
I'm doing great,
He's
brother.
doing well.
Yep.
Doing
Logan,
well.
how's the eggs going?
Good. Got a lot of them.
Are you selling any of them?
Yeah, Kaylin is.
No, not really. Buy my eggs.
Buy your eggs, so you need to sell them.
Yeah.
Hey, do y'all have that little stand I see that people starting to build like right next to the right of way where they put the little
Actually, that's on Logan's to-do list.
Oh, good. It looks like a little lean-to
why would it
type
not
thing.
be on yours and be in a couple?
Well, I'll help. I just need help.
Stay back to the ranch.
I'll just pray for Logan.
Just bring the eggs when I say it's done.
Do you eat eggs, Trent?
Yeah.
Not really.
I was gonna say we get our eggs from you. I mean, they're great. I used to laugh at Logan because he would say, "Dude, there's a massive difference," and I'm like, "There is not."
There is.
Yeah.
And there is.
You don't
As soon
wash
as I
them,
get
though,
my
right?
kid- well, of course I do.
Well,
No.
he does before he eats them.
Yeah. So when they give them to you, they don't wash them before they give them to you, so they last longer.
Yep.
That's crazy to me that's a science.
Yeah.
Nuts.
So when I got them, I was like, I don't know if I really want to wash eggs before I cook one.
Well, theirs are pretty clean.
Yeah.
Because they keep their coop clean.
Yep.
Well, I know they're not.
And if they are
Rancid.
poopy, they stay with us, so we get all the poopy eggs.
Yeah. But I check them.
Yeah.
Do you check yours before you eat?
I throw them away.
So you don't eat eggs.
I'm not so the things we throw away in our house,
Yeah.
and I don't know why we buy them, but you have to have an egg every now and then when you make a cake. So eggs, milk, and bread we throw away more than we eat.
Man, you could get you a hog and feed everything you throw away, and you have bacon and sausage.
True.
Great point.
Or you can just have pet pigs.
No, that's useless.
Highly don't recommend that.
Exactly.
Yeah, like remember that pig that something happened to his back legs, and they called him Crispy Bacon or Crispy.
What was that? I do
think
remember
I
something.
showed Logan when we was. I think I showed Logan when we was at the beach. He didn't have something was wrong with his back legs, and his.
Yeah.
They had him on like a little.
Yeah, a little
little wheels and all.
Yeah.
He was going around, and his name was Chris T. His middle initial was T, and last name Bacon.
That's awesome.
Oh. Well, Kevin, if you.
And that's when Caitlin.
If
remember Logan, Caitlin got mad at us and going outside to check people's pots out here. You're going outside?
Kevin, I hate you.
So, Kevin, if you had enough room to raise animals, what would you have to raise? Like, what would Kevin's little farm look like?
Well, I would definitely have a peacock.
Oh, wow.
He's going around hollering all. Yep. Then I would have a rooster. Then I'd have a cow.
Kyle.
A cow. I don't
And
know what I asked.
I think I would like to have an alpaca.
Nice.
This is not the answer I
Because
was
I'd like to
expecting.
maybe try to. You got on there and rode him. I mean, if you was good at riding one of those, you'd be a hell of a bull rider.
What would if I guess I would do a cow and chicken if I had to only live off of what I had. Because beef and chicken.
You got to have a hog too, man. You got to have some ribs. You got to have sausage and bacon, hog jaws,
pig lips.
You got to have all that
pig
stuff.
lips.
My
Oh, we got to stop. We got to stop. Caitlin's on live. So. No nervous breakdown here.
Kevin, I'm fine.
Just looking out for you.
Thank you.
We
All right, let's go to racing. How'd y'all like a race on Saturday night? Sunday night.
Yeah, I'm not a. Trent has, I think, slowly convinced me that we may need to weed down the 600 to a normal race.
I mean, it's okay for one race to be that long, but my goodness, is that a long race? 600 miles.
Well, back in the day when we used to go, it didn't feel like 600 miles because when we went back in the day, we had so much going on during the race, like taking pictures and talking and, hanging out and going and getting a hot dog and coming back and just going and smoking some cigarettes and coming back. So it didn't last like if you were just sitting there watching it.
Yeah.
Like we did other stuff to where it did not last if you was to sit at home and watch it.
But you've hit on something that is true because back then you brought a cooler with your own beer or whatever, and you also brought your own food. Mm-hmm. So you did just sit around and chit chat and eat like a bucket of chicken. You were going to sit there and eat and chit chat and do whatever. And I mean, I can remember you screaming DW. But yeah, I mean, and we were lucky at Charlotte because we had our own little section just for us, and it was nice, and it was you could get up and walk around, and they also had it.
Yeah, we didn't sit at the regular stands. We sat where the handicap section was, and so Justin was handicapped, so we was able to get a certain amount of tickets, but because we got a certain amount every year, the woman that worked at the racetrack, as long as we kept buying 15 or more tickets, she kept us in that section. So the section we was in was actually roped off. You couldn't get to where we were unless you had a legitimate ticket. And so it wasn't like sitting in the stands where you were in your same little chair. We would get up and walk around and it was a wide area, 5 foot wide and 25 foot long. And all of us were sitting there. So we were middle ways up so we could see a lot of the track there on the back stretch. So it was nice for a long time for all of us.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. But yeah, the race itself, it was okay. Charlotte, I've always liked Charlotte because it's kind of a unique track that it's got the speed. But yeah, I mean, it was okay. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't a bad race.
Yeah.
But yeah, this week, Kevin, we've got Nashville. So We need to get to our picks because we're running out of time here.
Nashville is at 7:00 Sunday night.
What?
Oh, wow.
Why?
And there are seven more races between now and August that are Sunday night at 7:00 at night.
You're kidding. Is that because of Amazon?
No, I'm not. Look at the schedule and you'll see. Like within the next 15 races, they start Sunday night at 7:00 at night. Like 8 or 9 out of 15.
Wow.
I don't know why they start them so late on a Sunday night, but
he's right.
That's what it is.
I looked it up. You are correct. Who you got for Sunday night's race?
I'm going to go with Eric Jones.
Ooh, nice.
I'm going to go with Kyle Larson.
It's good to see him kind of bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go Christopher Bell.
Oh, that's a good pick. I meant to pick him, and I didn't. So I'll be mad when you win.
All right, my picks this week are as follows. If I can get it pulled up here. My bets. I've got Chase Briscoe. I've got Brad Keselowski.
We keep betting on him and keep waiting for him to do it. And damn if he just doesn't get there.
No, but his cars always look good, though.
Yeah, he's got good-looking cars. Yep.
And then my last one is Ryan Blaney.
Sweet. So I took Ryan Blaney. I took Gibbs and Hocevar.
Mm.
And Chris Lax now is keeping up with our picks, Kevin, and he now is becoming a better NASCAR predictor than we are. And he's rubbing it in our faces that he chose Larson, Gibbs, and Hocevar.
For this week?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I'm not keeping up with his points because he started too late.
Yeah.
He'll have to keep up with his own damn.
Yeah, Christopher.
Shit.
Become part of the team.
But we did make him a NASCAR fan, right? He's at least looking
his
to see how
dad was a massive Bill Elliott fan.
Oh, I bet.
But
David was.
Oh yeah, but you know how
David
they never said Elliott.
Elliott.
Bill Elliott.
Elliott. Yep.
Elliott.
Them damn Elliots.
It's Bill Elliott.
Ford Thunderbirds.
And then if you wanted,
loved them.
Yeah.
I bet you David probably has stock in Moore's Country Store on hot dogs.
There's no doubt. Yeah.
I would put the Ford Thunderbird as the ugliest of the NASCAR cars. The Chevy Lumina might be right after it.
Well, you know what's crazy is they're still talking about, like, Chevrolet does not have a car for next year. And there's been talks of Cadillac coming in to replace Chevrolet. There's been...
I mean, there is no Chevy Camaro this year. They're racing Chevy Camaros, and they
no,
don't make
but it will be in 2027.
But 27, they are making a Camaro.
So you think they will make...
That's what they've said.
Okay.
But
yeah, they're going to be making them in 2027.
I didn't realize that it still mattered. Like, I didn't realize they actually do have a template that is the showroom template that even fits on these new cars. I thought these were all the same, and they just put an emblem on them.
You mean Chevy and Ford and Toyota?
Toyota, yes.
Oh, no, it's definitely the Camry. I mean, they're talking about the Camry nose being the...
I know, and I just, for some reason, I thought, the manufacturers don't matter anymore. I mean, they just...
Yeah. And what I have a hard time hearing them, why do they keep saying that the Chevrolet is new this year? I mean, what's new about the Chevrolet? Why did they do something new this year if they didn't even make a Camaro? And why are they still trying to learn the Chevrolet? I don't get it. I mean, it's like, what do you mean it's new? I don't understand that.
I thought it was
there's no new body style.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're saying it's a new body style.
Oh,
How do you
really?
have a
They
new
are?
body style?
Okay.
Yeah, they keep saying they're only going to get better. That's what Junior must have said that 6 times.
Well, we'll see. Spire's
I
getting
have to
better.
research it.
Spire Motorsports.
It is kind of amazing how good Spire seems to have taken what we thought Trackhouse was going to be.
And imagine if they actually let the engineer that came from Gibbs Racing actually go to work.
Oh, you know he's working.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
But I still don't understand that complaint. It's a Chevrolet. It's not a Toyota.
He stole their setups. He took them with him.
Okay, but it's a different make.
Oh, you know. I mean, it's still a chassis that you still got to manipulate. So,
I think Gibbs just sore.
Gibbs is the one that kept Kyle Busch from driving the Indy 500. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That he's the one that nixed Kyle Busch from being able to do that, like 2017.
Denny Hamlin said that he was wanting to race a 24-hour and he nixed it.
Yeah.
I bet if his precious grandson wanted to do it, he'd let him.
Yeah, he should.
Brian.
I'll put him there with Austin
He's
Dillon.
the ball.
Hey, what are the standings right now in the top 16?
That's good. Pull it up.
Got Tyler Reddick, number 1.
Yep.
Denny Hamlin, number 2. Ryan Blaney. I can't believe Ryan Blaney would be 3rd. I haven't really seen him lately. But there's no way you would have. I would have bet my mortgage that Ty Gibbs was not 4th. Is that right? He's ahead of Chase
Remember
Elliott.
we had last year the conversation. I told y'all that he was going. Once he started winning.
Yeah.
When your brother is right, he can be about as annoying as anybody that I know.
Dude,
he texted me this weekend to tell me about the damn rain that we got and wanted to prove to me that we got 4 inches of rain, and he told me that we were right. This dude never texts me like, how are you, any of that. He's got to text me that he was right about the damn weather.
And God forbid you don't text back. See what happens.
I think I gave him a thumbs up. I love my boy, Kevin.
Crickets.
A lot of people always don't like the truth. That's why they get negative about it.
About it. Well, all right, wrap it up. We got to move on. We still got.
We got to get to cut. We got cut 48.
No, but I do have 3 books that you need to read.
3 books?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to get the book Under the Bleachers by Seymour Heining. 100-Yard Dash to the Shithouse by Willie Make It. And Crack Toilet by Who Should Have Brick.
He hangs up.
Yeah, my man. All right, cut 48. This is
Jesus right into it.
Let's go back to How About It. Okay, so what I love, and I call it cut 48 because he's our next president, but he talks about, this is him, and it's still relevant to me, even though Massey lost last week, and I was going to play it last week, but his answer about Massey losing is the same thing about Cornyn. It's okay that you're a Republican and you lost, but when you don't come through, we know it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just wanted to play that because I think it's a great answer.
Endorsed a candidate to run against Republican Representative Thomas Massey, who has opposed and criticized some of the Trump administration's aims. How would you address those who fear that principled disagreement or independent thinking is discouraged within the party because of how it can be framed as a betrayal
2.0.
instead of as internal accountability or an opportunity for debate and negotiation?
So it's a very good question. Let me say this one is hard for me. And the reason it's hard for me is because Thomas Massey and he's one of the first people that ever reached out to me about my book or about political office. I've known Thomas Massey well before I ever got involved in politics. Thomas's wife died maybe it was a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. It was a little while ago. She died very unexpectedly, was a very sweet and kind woman. And I was probably one of the first people that called Thomas to offer my condolences. I think the problem with Thomas, and I've told him this in private, and now I guess I'll say it in public, is it's one thing to disagree with the party on a particular issue. It's one thing to have your independent stand on a number of questions. And by the way, some of the stuff where Thomas Massey has been independent against the Republican Party, I've agreed with him with. Thomas and I worked together during 2023 where I was trying to stop the limitless flow of American money to Ukraine, and Thomas was one of the people I was working closest with it. But that's one thing. Being independent, having your own opinions is one thing. voting against the party on every single issue, you're eventually going to make too many enemies. And that is the problem that Thomas has had. It's not one issue. It's not 3 or 4 issues. It's that every time that we've needed Thomas for a vote, he has been completely unwilling to provide it. That is why the President of the United States has trained his ire on Thomas Massie. It's because we can never count on him for some of the most difficult votes. I wish that that weren't the case. I say that as somebody who's known Thomas well before I got into politics, but politics is politics. And when you always vote against the party, you can't expect the party to actually back you.
I mean, is there a better answer?
No, and that's perfect.
That really is the answer.
Because I was right there with him too.
Yeah, I mean, the whole national debt thing.
Yeah,
I mean, you and I talk about this all the time. Nobody talks about the debt anymore. I mean, I wanted someone to be in there about the debt.
He angered me when he started teaming up with the whack job out of California. And they're literally doing a press conference together.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, Thomas, there's nothing about that that's good for you.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Be from Kentucky, man. Be from Kentucky.
Yes.
I just and when you put that up against who I think he's going to run against Newsom to call it 2.0 and just lie. So the week before we had Newsom talking about corruption and how this is the most corrupt government that we've ever had. Dude, you had all of that money coming in for a train that went to nowhere.
Yep.
You had all of those hospice things that you did, and that's soon to be caught. There's no doubt about it. You know you've got corruption in your state, and you're just trying to head it off by trying to make it sound like that they are already doing it, or are doing it as well. So that's all I have. End of show.
Yeah, in the show, Emma, we hope you're enjoying your vacation.
I did miss her, but not a lot. It's not as much as I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, she taught Logan.
Taught him well.
Did a pretty good job. Did you know who Willie Pip is?
No.
Logan, you don't know who Willie Pip is?
No.
Okay, if I asked you if you've ever heard of Lou Gehrig.
Yes.
Do you know who Lou Gehrig is?
It was a disease.
Okay, but do you know what Lou Gehrig?
Of course, I know the baseball
Lou Gehrig and Cal Ripken ended up breaking his record, right? Mm-hmm. The most games played in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Willie Pip is the one who was sick that Lou Gehrig took over for. But you don't know who Willie Pip is.
Nope.
So be careful, Emma. Just do your research. Be careful on how well you taught this Lou Gehrig.
No, I'll say this. Yeah, I mean, Woody started off as their producer, and it was kind of lame. Like, it took him a while to get things moving. I'm just kidding. I saw him. He walked in the studio.
Who is it?
Woody.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding, Woody. He's back there pulling the power button. All right.
Yes.
Emma, come back next week. Make sure you check us out at LLH_podcast. We went up again.
Yeah, so we got more subscribers.
Yeah. The videos are great. Emma, now this video will not be out until Monday, probably, or Tuesday.
She didn't teach him that.
No, she didn't tell him how to edit.
She's guarded. I mean, I don't blame her.
Yeah. She ain't giving all her secrets.
Yeah.
She's holding it like Bush's baked beans. She ain't giving out the secrets. All right. Anyway, we will see you next week. Hopefully, I may check out the race this weekend. Might be in the winner's circle. You never know. With Corey Dunn.
Text me before you go because I could end up wanting to go.
All right. We will see you next week. Good job, Logan. And check out this clip. Toodaloo.
How come you never tell Emma that?
What?
Oh, this is
Nick Saban.
Nick Saban.
See you next week.
2 minutes of Nick.
Our goal is to have the kind of team that nobody wants to play. And that means that we have to impose our will to dominate the competition all the time. So what does that take? All right, the first thing you have to do is you have to have toughness. All right, you got to be tougher than everybody that we play. All right, but, you know, I've never stood up here in all the time that I've been here and ever really defined toughness for you. The way I'm going to define toughness to you, because I'm talking about mental toughness, and I think everybody can relate to it, is it's all about what does it take to break you. We had to put hurricane windows in our house in Florida on the beach. All right, so I asked the guy, how do you figure out that these windows are better than those windows? What does it take to break them? All right, so if you really think about toughness and mental toughness, what does it take to break you? I don't care what circumstance you're faced with. What does it take to break your focus because you get frustrated about what happened on the last play? What does it take to make you give in because it's hot outside, or you're tired, or you don't feel like running to the ball or giving effort or finishing the play like you should because of how you feel, whether you're a little bit hurt? What does it take to break you? I'm not saying it's our goal to try to break you. It's just the way it is in football. When you go through camp, it's going to be difficult because you're getting yourself ready to play an entire season at a high level. So everybody here has got to have a lot of mental toughness to be able to sustain what we do at a high level. And just because you got beat on the last play, that can't affect your next play. Or that's breaking you. Your frustration is breaking you. Just because you miss a block, or you get blocked, or you miss a tackle, or you fumble the ball. What does it take to break you?